All right. All right. So today I'm making these cards again using Winter Rose paper, and it's called Outside the Box, and I'm going to show you how you do it. Okay. Now, after I did this, I thought I should probably show you. I'm going to show you on this one, and then I'll do the other ones. But I thought this might work a bit better to show you that you can do it with stamped images. Okay, so what you do is you find the size of shape you want for the card. So I'm using an oval, and we have these lovely oval dies. Nesting Ovals by Waffle Flower, and they're $29, and you get all of those ovals. So you can make your mats and whatnot. They're lovely. So if you'd like these, just let us know. We have some in stock. So I'm using one that is 3.5. Okay, so I'll do this a few times just so you can get the idea. So I'm going to center it around this flower, but you'll notice I have these hanging off the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pencil and lightly go around the inside of that oval die. So now you can see where it is. So then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut around the images that are hanging over the edge. Okay, so I'm just gonna go like this. So you can do this with your stamped images, and you can also do it with your paper, patterned paper, which I will show you next. So you'll notice I'm just cutting around what's going to be off that circle. Now you could just cut right around this circle, but you get that nice factory look when you do it this way. Okay, so then I brought my big shot because my Gemini's at the back. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to slip this over those cutouts, just like that, and then follow that line. Okay, so it looks like that. Now you can tape that on here. I don't know where my tape went. Oh, there it is. I'm just going to use some purple tape. So I've just lined that right up with that pencil line that I drew. So it's all lined up. I guess I could cut that off too if I wanted. I'm just gonna tuck that under like that. I'll have to cut it a bit more. Ah, you know what? I don't need it. I hadn't planned on it, so let's not do it. Okay. So now I just have to get that right on there. Okay, so there it is. So now I am going to run this through my Big Shot, or you can run it through your Gemini, whatever. And then it looks like that. So it's outside the box. See that? And then you can just take your eraser and erase those pencil lines. And you get a nicer cut than if you cut with scissors. And then you also get that little indentation that comes when you use a die. Doesn't that look pretty? And then you can cut your offset. This is a large offset. And then you just put that on your card. I just think that is so cool. So now I'm going to show you how to do it with paper. Whoops. Dropping them all over the place. Where did it go? So this one I used one bigger than that. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. Just gonna take that, keep my tape. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to do this. So I am using, for this one, so this is the paper rose cut apart. You can cut these apart. So I'm going to take this, and I traced it. I've already traced it. So now I have the shape. Let's put these back in here. Okay, so now you can see what's hanging over. So I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm just rough cutting. I am certainly not going in all of those pine needles. So right up to the pencil line, okay? So I'm going right up to that pencil line, and this one. I'm not going to bother with those. And then I'm going to do this one. And I'll cut that out. Right up to that pencil line. I don't think I'll do that. I'll do that. Maybe make these a little not straight off. And like that. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm going to take my die, and I'm going to slip it over here through all of those ones that I cut. Like that. And then I also cut these ones, so I'm just going to show you how you can do bottom and top. So I'll just fold those under. Okay, and then you just line it right up with your pencil lines, okay? So that's looking good. Okay. So I'm going to take this, and I don't even need to tape that one. It's pretty, because I did top and bottom, it's pretty good. So I'm going to take this off, and then I will erase my pencil lines. So now I have it outside the box. I might just do this one a little different, just to get a bit of a shape there. There. All right, so there's that one. So what I did was with the paper, that's not it. So these are called mini slimline. All right. Get everything out of my container here. So I took this paper. I want to show you the paper I used. I think we're pretty well sold out, but Cindy did order some more. So this is the paper I used. So what I did was, you could have done 5x7s, but I wanted to do the slimline. So I just cut this and I got 4 cards out of it. See that? Okay. All right. I'll do that one after. So one goes this way and one goes to the left and one goes to the right. Okay. So I'm just going to put this on my card. And if you remember last time, I used glue because this is a very glossy paper and it didn't want to accept my tape. All right, so I'm going to put this one on here. Like so. And then this one can go on like that, maybe this way. So I am going to put it on my oval. So you get a really nice variety of ovals. There we go. And then you can see how that falls over the sides and it looks so pretty. So this one I can put this way. So I'm going to use some foam tape and just raise that up. And I'm just going to put that right in the middle, like that. And then I have a sentiment. This is my happy place, and I can just put that right across, like that. All right. So these come on the paper. That's where I got them from. So I can put that here or up here. I think I'll put it right across here. And I think I'll just put a few hot dots on that. I left my foam tape at home. Cut that in half. So I think it turned out really nice. And I used the 12 by 12 paper. And I got 4 cards out of it. These cards are, I'll just measure them for you. think there's 3.5 by 6, but whoops, I'll see. And there we go. So I did that one in landscape. And then these cards fit inside these regular letter envelopes, check size, I guess they're called. 6 by 3.5, and they fit nicely in these envelopes, like that. Okay, so they're called mini slimlines. I've made them before in the classes, all right? Okay, so now I have this one. So this one I'm going to do in portrait. Somebody was asking me about the wiggle room with the glue, and you do have time. It does slide a little bit, so you do have time to move it a little, okay? It's always good to keep them capped, and then I also store them upside down in my little container. Okay, so now I have this one, and I have taken my die, put it on, and I've done my pencil line. So then this one, I am going to cut. I'm not going to cut that one. So right to that pencil line, and just going to, these ones I'm just going to leave. I'm leaving a little white around, a little white offset around the leaves. So this one, just kind of wiggle there. So I'm just going up to that line. Okay, so that part will be hanging over. And I could do this down here. Actually, I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. All right, so now I'm gonna take this and I'm going to slide it over through the, so you could do this with circle dies, square dies, whatever. I thought the oval were very important or appropriate. So you can see how I'm just following that pencil line. This one I'm gonna put a little bit of tape because I don't have the bottom cut to hold it in place. Okay, and then I will put it through the Big Shot. It's a little crammed on here today. Okay. And then I always save my tape. Just kind of stick it until I can't use it anymore. So now I'll just take that off, and look how pretty that is. And I'll just erase this. But you get that nice factory look to it with a little bit of an impression around your oval. Instead of just cutting it out by hand, it looks so much nicer. All right. Now I have, get rid of this now. Okay. Now I don't know where my, probably find it later. I don't know where my oval went. crazy. I just had it. Okay, just let me have a little look here. Well, I do not have it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so now I will take my glue and glue it onto the offset or the mat and see how it hangs over nicely. And then I'm going to take some foam tape. Just to add a little dimension to it. All right, and then I'm going to put this one on in portrait. This paper is so pretty. I still have 2 more cards I'm going to make using this paper. So that is going, I wonder which way it should go. No, I like it this way. Okay, so you see how that hangs over? Looks nice. All right. So there we go. I have 4 cards. So there's the 2, but you get 4, and then this is using a stamped. So you can use the paper ones or you can use your stamping ones, but I think it's a very cool technique. So that is called out of the box, outside the box, outside the box, okay? Yes, so it's Winter Rose Week. Okay.